All right, what they have in the back? Ah, that's actually not good. Wow, this person is really just playing old meta. Okay. I don't think 2 Shadow Punches are enough, especially with Mud Slap doing so little damage, but I'm down to try. Oh, wait, hold on. This is actually kind of killer. Wait, I think I could do this because they nerfed the energy gain on wing attack too. So like, oh, they went Ice Beam as well. What the heck? Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. The Golurk is busted. What is this? Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and I hope you're enjoying the new season. For me, I kind of expected to see a lot of Clodsire in the Great League meta, but I wasn't expecting to see this much Clodsire. And so obviously, like most people, I brought a lot of Clodsire counters to my team in Great League. However, 2 things that really surprised me when this Great League rotation started. First, Shadow Golurk is actually not hot garbage anymore. I know I used to say it was hot garbage as one of the worst Pokemon in Great League, especially Open Great League that you could use, but it's actually super strong right now in my opinion. Maybe hard to use outside of GBL, but in GBL I think it has a really good spot. And the main thing is I found that a lot of people have stopped bringing electric types, primarily Charge Bug never got nerfed. However, it's just that Clodsire usage is so high and there's so many other ground types as well. Clodsire is Charge Bug is pretty much not in the meta at all. Because of that, a lot of people are weak to it. So I decided to actually run Charge Bug in my team, and I ran Charge Bug, Shadow Feraligatr, and Shadow Golurk to close it out. 2 Clodsire counters in the back, and you would be shocked to see how many people were actually really weak to that Charge Bug lead. So let's get into footage and I'll show you 2 back-to-back sets. Before we get into the battles, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons who've been supporting my content creation. If you'd like private one-on-one coaching, scrims against me, some of my league guides and strategies ahead of time, or even tune into my live stream battles, feel free to sign up through the Patreon link down below. So we're gonna have 2 sets here. They're technically not back-to-back sets. I had some lag and a phone call on one of my other ones. So I'm gonna show you 2 good sets that were for the most part lag-free. I mean, you know, there's always a little bit here or there. Okay, so my opponent here has a Shadow Alolan Sandslash in the lead. Generally, you just want to stay in here so you don't get your Golurk on it. Surprisingly, they actually swap out to a Toxapex, which, definitely surprised me. But that being said, we get the full mud shot down. I come in with my Feraligatr, and I'm pretty content just tanking this move as well. Shadow Golurk, very, very strong, especially in this position. And let's see what we do here. So I end up letting the Ice Punch go as well. So putting everything on the Shadow Golurk. My opponent doesn't get to move in time, and they have a Shadow Glade in the back. And that's not going to do so well into Golurk for sure. Golurk is definitely very glassy, so something you want to keep shields for if you can. And like I said, Clodsire on almost every team. Here's one right in the lead, which is probably the worst spot for it for this specific team. However, they stay in long enough for me to get the Hydro Cannon off, which is really, really nice. And Feraligatr is pretty bulky, but I'm going to just, or not bulky, but can tank the moves there, but I'm just going to shield anyway because I don't want to get farmed down by like opposing Feraligatr or something like that. And it's a Powder Stone Low Ninetales. So far, drawing out one of the things that my Golurk doesn't want to see. You can see I was trying to swap over to Charge Bug, but it was on Charge Jack priority. It's going to be a Dazzling Gleam, no big deal. We're going to use this Charge Bug as much as possible here because it's got nowhere to go against the Clodsire. So I'm going to throw off this Discharge and just start chonking away at this Ninetales. My guess is they're going to come in Clodsire, but just in case they don't. And in comes Frostlass, and they're going to quit out right there. So double ice, but that specific ice type have a lot of play. Honestly, you have a decent amount of play even into the Alolan Ninetales. It's kind of a weird one. So I obviously did not know my matchup knowledge as well as my opponent did. But you can see they're going straight for the Mud Slap down, whereas I mean, I guess they didn't go for it, but they're just slightly bulkier. That being said, we get rid of the one thing that Azumarill is good into on my team. Both these backline Pokemon have win conditions against Azumarill, so I feel pretty comfortable. I'm going to try to go for the full Shadow Call down, but my opponent actually swaps over back over to Azumarill, which really surprised me. So I end up getting the matchup I want. And there's not really a lot of things that beats Feraligatr, especially when I'm up on energy. And the Dolphin doesn't have too much left in the tank. So yeah, kind of an interesting one. Again, definitely kind of surprised by the play, but we'll take it. We'll see what they come in with. And they have the Dolphin again. I come in and throw my X Scissor to take it out. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, well, now we take it out with a Hydro Cannon. Probably not the best use of shield there. And they have the Mana Buzz in the back. Mana Buzz is definitely pretty strong into the Golurk, so glad I got rid of it. And my Feraligatr has a decent amount of play. I expected them to probably bait here, but they end up throwing Dark Pulse. So luckily, my Feraligatr is definitely on the higher stat product end, and we're able to take out the Mana Buzz right there. Kept it kind of close. Maybe I should have shielded it. I don't know. I mean, if I shield the Aerials and they get to Dark Pulse, same outcome, right? So just expecting them to potentially bait here. All right, Malamar, double weak to Bug. So my guess is they're probably going to shield this for sure. But that's okay with me. Malamar definitely is pretty common in the meta. Not as common as Feraligatr, but decently common still. Good catch by them to catch on their own Feraligatr, but it's actually not too bad for me because I have my Charge Bug. I get rid of this for the Golurk, and we could really grab their second shield if possible. As you can see, I'm going to put them really low. Oh, I remember this game. Yeah, I kind of made a misplay. So I was planning on throwing right before Charge Deck priority, but I ended up throwing on Charge Deck priority. And like I said, I have high stat product, so it's not going to be good for me. And then they have a Drag Ball here. Yeah, this is kind of a flurry of misplays. We do grab the shield, but unfortunately, Dragon Pulse gets these Breaking Swipes pretty quickly. My first one I've ever seen, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It took a lot of damage on the Mudslash, but also dished out quite a bit. And now they're going to throw in the Malamar, and that's going to be it. So if I could grab their second shield or one switch there, I think it would have been much better. But again, that's actually a good thing when that's my loss, because if there are win conditions, then that just means you can execute it better. It's not the team's fault, it's my fault. But, you know, learn from my mistakes. But like I said, a lot of teams are very, very weak to Charge Bug, as you can see from this team as well, right? Kind of ABA weak to it, especially in the lead. I mean, even that last team, Malamar with the Feraligatr in the back, right? So it's just a Pokemon that most people are not anticipating, so they don't really respect it as much. Against Shadow Bomb and Snow, you could pretty much go straight Hydro Cannon to take it out. So something fun to note if you're ever in that matchup yourself. And then now I'm going to come in with my Charge Bug to combo play right here. And hopefully put it in a good position. And of course, they have the Clodsire. But we have the Golurk in the back. And they can't really Poison Sting me down. So they have to commit some energy here for them to be able to take out this Charge Bug. But in the meantime, I'm just going to chip it down. And the main thing is, one, Hydro Cannon is not enough to take out the Clodsire. But with 2 X Scissor and the Discharge or Volt Switch damage, it should be plenty. For the Hydro Cannon to be enough. You could surprisingly actually tank an Earthquake. At least my Golurk can. I guess maybe you have decently high IVs. And I'm going to catch a Weather Ball here, which I don't know if it was good or bad, because now they just farm me down. But we're able to do a decent amount of damage in the process, and hopefully I get to this next Shadow Punch before they get to the Earthquake. Stone Edge I don't think will be enough at this range, even though Golurk is glassy. I don't know. Stone Edge might have been close, but they don't get it off. And we go 4-1 in this set. I only just started using Charge Bug today, actually. I was using Jump Bluff in its place, but I found that Charge Bug was actually really, really good and covered a lot of my weaknesses that, Jump Bluff just didn't do so well in. Really bad timing on my end as well. I think I was a little bit out of it when I played this game. You could tell just from my gameplay. Not the cleanest, right? Swapping into a Lickilicky with this much energy is not ideal. And now I'm forced to shield. But yeah, we get off this Hydro Cannon, and hopefully this takes it out, because I can't really afford to do anything too much more. They get to another move, and I'm going to have to let this one go. Hopefully we get to a Hydro Cannon in time. Oh, just barely. Oh no, they catch on Jump Bluff. So, not too bad for me. This is not great though if I have Acrobatics, but I can't really afford to have no shields remaining for my Golurk, so I have to save at least one shield for it. Otherwise, I'm prone to getting hit by an Earthquake, a Shadow Ball. I don't know. All those things pretty much one-shotted from Lickilicky, and I haven't even seen the third Pokemon yet. So let's see what we can do at this point in time. And I'm just going to let this go because, again, don't really want to spend shields here. Might even come in Golurk. Yeah, I do come in Golurk for some extra farm, which is nice. And let's see what they have in the bag. This is definitely not over yet. Ooh, it's not looking great. Unlike last time when we faced off against Frostlass, this one has a shield. And the Powder Stone damage is adding up pretty quick. It is super effective, whereas my Mud Slaps are neutral. They also have Triple Axle, so just boosts their attack even more. I need to go for a farm down anyway, or something, because I wasn't going to have anything to take out the Lickilicky. So, I'll play by them. Kind of panic a little bit, seeing that Lickilicky lead. Kind of a core breaker. But yeah. Alright, let's see what they can do here. They throw the Aqua Tail right away. So this one obviously could be an Aqua Tail, but I don't think Golurk really wants to take anything super effective, especially a charge attack. Leave with a bunch of energy though, which is quite nice. And this is going to definitely threaten the Chesnaught. So Chesnaught does come in. Again, not great timing on my end. Like I said, I was a little bit out of it this morning. But that being said, probably could have been the difference maker in this specific matchup to not have to spend the second shield. I don't know. But we're still okay, I think. I have a lot of energy here, and then now I come in my own Feraligatr. I don't have energy, or don't have any shields remaining, but I could get this Hydro Cannon off to really chip this down. They might shield this. I think most probably would, yeah. Makes sense. But I still have my Charge Buck in the back, so we could potentially do some damage with these Volt Switches. Oh, I still have a move, actually. Right, that's because the Drapion came in, actually. So yeah, we're actually in a really good position. Much better than I remembered it to be. And yeah, Chesnaught, again, Pokemon that are just ABA weak to Charge Bug, right? They had Chesnaught on the lead. They have Feraligatr in the back. It's not a great time. But yeah, definitely a sleeper pick that I don't think a lot of people are seeing coming. And, you know, could definitely surprise people in this current meta with Clodsire everywhere. But as we've seen a decent amount of Clodsire, it's not too bad. Surprisingly, my Feraligatr survives to Trailblaze. I did not expect that, but that's pretty good for me because now I put this in a very reasonable Volt Switch down territory. I might have to throw a move here, though. I don't know. Let's see. They're actually running Crunch and Trailblaze, which is kind of wild. I think I'm committed to just farming this down because you can see the Much Shot damage not doing too much, and I do get debuffed, but I leave with full energy, which is what's most important. Don't want to take a single Fire Spin from the Alolan Marowak, and we get off a Shadow Punch. So speaking of blasts from the past, it is going to be Shadow Poliwrath, which unfortunately the counter nerf allows to get off 0 moves. But yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate, but it is kind of how it is. And we're able to get to one final Shadow Punch, but even if we couldn't, we still have like 100 energy on the Charge Bug. So again, another really bad lead, but there's a lot of play around it, in my opinion. We lost lead, we lost counter switch, but still able to clean up with the Golurk. Alright, and then this person is going to throw an Ice Punch, which I think makes sense because you pretty much need 2 moves to take out the Charge Bug anyway, and most probably won't shield. I think they're just going for the back-to-back Ice Punch, which allows them to get to it much faster than getting to a Drill Run and an Ice Punch. But energy on Feraligatr in this meta, very, very good. We have their Feraligatr on the opposing side, so I really just need to take this out to set up my Golurk for success. I think we're going to overfarm properly this time. Let's see what we do here. Oh, they actually come in Ninetales. Yeah, my timing again on these moves, not the best. So definitely don't follow my example on the optimal charge from timing. They're not optimal at all. Okay, I'm gonna let this go because if it's an overheat, it's not too bad. Ends up being a Weather Ball, and then yeah, we have the Mud Slap down. We take it out. Okay, Ferrothorn again, kind of a situation where Charge Bug's not too bad. You know, my guess is they have a Feraligatr in the back to cover for any fire leads, and this one doesn't even have Flash Cannon, so pretty good for me. I think the move here is to throw Power Whip instead of Thunder, but we now see the second move at least. Thunder is just pretty expensive and also resisted. Power Whip is as well, but you at least get same type attack bonus on it. And yeah, I'm going to throw one more just to get this off. I think this is a shield KO if they shield. I doubt they shield. Okay, they come in with a Gastrodon. I think I swap here. Yeah, I'm going to swap because one Hydro Cannon is enough to take this out at that point in time. This is going to be interesting for sure. I think my plan is to just whittle this down as much as possible, save my shields for the Golurk, and we're in a good spot. I'm pretty confident I'm just not even shielding this. They end up going for the bait, which is even better for me, because now we get this off, and that new 50-second switch timer coming in clutch, because now we can swap back over, and this Gastrodon has not many places to go. So we're going to just muss up it all the way down. Resisted by Sams. It's okay. I'm just going to shield everything up just so that I could get to maximum energy here. And you can see I'm pressing hard on that Shadow Punch. We have back-to-back Shadow Punch loaded up. Oh, looks like they have the Brine first. But that should be okay. I think I have... Yeah, I'm able to get to move on this Charge Bug. So able to close it out here. But yeah, like I said, Charge Bug, really solid core breaker right now. I don't think a lot of people expect it. Another 4-1 set for me. Like I said, I just started using it today, but I'm a big fan of it. Even in a Clodsire meta, it's going to really take people off guard because there's Feraligatr everywhere. And there's a lot of things that are just ABA weak to it.